Hi and welcome to Phi Academy. Today we'll be solving quadratics using factorization. Let us take this question as example. So x squared plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. So we are looking at only one variable, which is x in our quadratic. First, let's do the factorization. If you're not sure how to do factorization, check out my previous video on how to factorize quadratics. We start with the plus 6 and write down the factors of 6, which is 3, 2, 1 and 6. So here we look at two numbers that multiply to give or are factors of 6 and then add to give plus 5. So we know that it has to be 3 and 2. Only 3 add 2 gives me 5. 1 add 6 will be 7, so that cannot be. So let us put it into two brackets. We have x plus 3 and x plus 2 equal to 0. So only when one of these brackets are 0 can I multiply it with anything else to give 0. In other words, 5 times 0 will only give me 0, or 0 times 3 will always be 0. So let us put one of these brackets as 0. Let x plus 3 equal to 0. So what number add 3 is going to give me 0? It has to be, x has to be equal to minus 3. Similarly, let's do it on the other bracket as well. So x plus 2 equal to 0. What number add 2 is going to give me 0? It has to be minus 2. You can also move the plus 3 to the other side to give x equal to minus 3. Similarly, plus 2 to the other side to give x is equal to minus 2. Therefore, when we solve quadratics, we will have two answers. So, x is equal to minus 3 or x is equal to minus 2. Moving on to this question, x squared minus x minus 6 equal to 0. We start by putting it into two brackets. Two numbers that multiply to give minus 6. So we have to list out the factors and the sum should be a minus 1. So if two numbers multiply to give a negative sign, one of them has to be a negative. So and a difference of minus 1, therefore it cannot be this one because the difference here is more than 1. So let's look at 3 and 2. Let me write the x's here. 3 times 2 is definitely 6. So one of these numbers has to be a negative number because that's when we can get a negative 6. Now which one is it going to be? We then look at the number before the x. We know that that is a negative number. So therefore the bigger number will be the negative. So it will be x minus 3 and x plus 2. You can check whether you got your factorizing right by expanding it and making sure it is the same as the question you started. Now let us solve this equation. So let's put x minus 3 equal to 0 or x is equal to 3, and let us put x plus 2 equal to 0, from which the value of x is minus 2. So the value can be a 3 or a minus 2. So this question is slightly different because we got a number before the x square. So one of the x is going to have a 2 in front of it. Because it's a prime number, we don't need to worry about what is the number going to be in front of the other x, just going to be 1. So I'm going to write a 2 in front of the x here. So that way 2x times x is going to give me a 2x square. So let's again list out the factors of 3. 3 being a prime number, 1 and 3 are the only factors. Now let's try and work out where these go. My first try is going to be at plus 3 here and a plus 1 here. Let us just make sure this is our correct factorizing by expanding the bracket. So we get 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 1 is plus 2x. 3 times x is plus 3x. Plus 3 times 1 is plus 3, which gives us 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. Therefore, we have factorized it correctly. Now let us solve this. Remember, this is equal to 0, therefore either the first bracket, which is 2x plus 3 equal to 0, which gives us 2x is equal to minus 3. If I move the plus 3 to the other side, then x will be equal to minus 3 divided by 2, or minus 1.5. Similarly, we have the other bracket, which is x plus 1 equal to 0. And when I move the plus 1 to the other side, it will become x is equal to minus 1. So we've got two values for x. Pause the video now and have a go at these questions. Come back to check your answer. Hope you got your answers right. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.